In the age of social media and reality TV, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that physical appearance is the key to attraction. But what if I told you that the secret to becoming more attractive lies not in your looks, but in the way you think and interact with others? The concept of attraction is complex and multifaceted, involving a combination of psychological, social, and emotional factors. While physical appearance can certainly play a role, research has shown that it's only a small part of the equation. In fact, a study by the National Academy of Sciences found that physical attractiveness accounts for only about 10% of the factors that determine attraction. Social status is a significant factor, with people often being drawn to those who have power, prestige, and influence. But social status alone is not enough. Confidence is also a key component of attraction. When we feel confident and self-assured, we exude a certain energy that's incredibly attractive to others. Emotional connection is perhaps the most crucial aspect of attraction. When we feel a deep emotional connection with someone, we're more likely to experience feelings of intimacy, trust, and attachment. This is because our brains are wired to respond to emotional stimuli, releasing chemicals like oxytocin and dopamine that create a sense of pleasure and reward. Attraction is not just about physical appearance. It's a complex web of psychological, social, and emotional factors. By understanding these underlying dynamics, you can begin to develop the skills and strategies needed to become more attractive without relying on your looks. In the next chapter, we'll explore the power of nonverbal cues and how you can use body language, eye contact, and facial expressions to make a positive impression. When we think about communication, we often focus on the words we speak, but nonverbal cues can convey just as much information about us as our verbal language. In fact, research suggests that up to 93% of our communication is nonverbal, with body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice playing a significant role in shaping our perception of others. One of the most powerful nonverbal cues is body language. The way we move our bodies can convey confidence, interest, and openness. Direct eye contact can convey interest, sincerity, and attention, while avoiding eye contact can suggest disinterest, nervousness, or even dishonesty. Research has shown that people who maintain eye contact for at least 70% of the time during a conversation are perceived as more trustworthy and attractive than those who avoid eye contact or look away frequently. Our faces are capable of conveying a wide range of emotions, from happiness and excitement to sadness and fear. When we smile, our faces light up with a radiant glow, making us more approachable and attractive to others. On the other hand, a downturned mouth or furrowed brow can give the impression of disapproval or negativity. The way we speak can convey emotion, interest, and enthusiasm, or boredom and disengagement. People who speak with a warm, engaging tone are often perceived as more attractive and memorable than those who speak in a flat or monotone voice. The key is to be aware of your nonverbal language and make a conscious effort to adjust it to suit the situation. When we exude confidence and charisma, we become more approachable, engaging, and memorable. Charisma is about being genuine, authentic, and true to oneself. And it's about having a presence that commands attention and inspires others. So, how can we develop charisma? The first step is to understand that charisma is not just about being liked or admired, but about being respected. When we're confident and self-assured, we're more likely to be respected by others, and that respect can be a powerful catalyst for building relationships and achieving our goals. One of the key components of charisma is self-awareness. When we're self-aware, we're more attuned to our emotions, thoughts, and behaviors, and we're better equipped to navigate social situations with ease. Self-awareness is not just about being introspective, but about being present and mindful in the moment. It's about being aware of our nonverbal cues, such as body language and tone of voice, and using them to convey confidence and charisma. Another essential aspect of charisma is assertiveness. When we're assertive, we're more likely to express ourselves clearly and effectively, and we're less likely to be taken advantage of or intimidated by others. Assertiveness is not just about being loud or aggressive, but about being clear and direct, and about standing up for ourselves and our values. Emotional intelligence is also a critical component of charisma. When we're emotionally intelligent, we're more attuned to the emotions and needs of others, and we're better equipped to build strong, meaningful relationships. Emotional intelligence is not just about being empathetic or compassionate, but about being aware of our own emotions and how they impact our behavior and interactions with others. Confidence is another essential quality that's closely tied to charisma. When we're confident, we're more likely to take risks, speak up, and assert ourselves, and we're less likely to be held back by fear or self-doubt. Confidence is not just about feeling good about ourselves, but about having a sense of purpose and direction, and about being clear about our values and goals. So, how can we cultivate confidence? The first step is to recognize that confidence is not something we either have or we don't. It's something we can develop and grow. One of the key ways to build confidence is to focus on our strengths and accomplishments, and to celebrate our successes, no matter how small they may seem. By focusing on our strengths and accomplishments, we can build a sense of self-worth and self-esteem that's essential for confidence. Another essential aspect of confidence is self-discipline. When we're self-disciplined, we're more likely to set goals and work towards them, and we're less likely to be held back by procrastination or distractions. Self-discipline is not just about being responsible or accountable, but about being focused and committed to our goals and values. Finally, confidence is also about taking risks and stepping outside our comfort zones. When we take risks and challenge ourselves, we're more likely to learn and grow, and we're less likely to be held back by fear or self-doubt. Taking risks and stepping outside our comfort zones can be scary, but it's also essential for building confidence and developing the skills and qualities we need to succeed in life. In conclusion, charisma and confidence are two essential qualities that can make a person irresistibly attractive to others. By developing charisma and confidence, we can build stronger, more meaningful relationships, and we can achieve our goals and pursue our passions with greater ease and success. So, how can you develop charisma and confidence? Start by focusing on your strengths and accomplishments, and by celebrating your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Practice self-discipline and take risks, and remember that confidence is not something we either have or we don't. It's something we can develop and grow. By the end of this video, viewers will understand the hidden psychology behind attraction and be equipped with practical tips to become more attractive without relying on physical appearance, making them more confident and charismatic in their daily interactions.